Like, the overall feel is just so good. I also love that there's this little note here along the side. It says, please help us avoid spoilers, dear content creators. As you'll discover, this game is full of intrigue and plot twists. Please give your audience a spoiler warning before sharing content from beyond the white hallway, so that interested players can fully enjoy the experience for themselves if they wish to. Sincerely, the Modern Storyteller team. A message from the developers. This game was developed by a core team of 3 people over 4 years. Your support allows us to do more stuff, I guess. Mystery adventure with multiple endings! Conversation and exploration, not brute force.
Hey, you're alive. When I dragged you out of the river, I thought you were never gonna wake up. I checked your pockets for ID, a phone, maybe. I hope you don't mind. But all I found was some loose change. So, wanna tell me who you are?
Select your body type, alright?
Well, it's nice to meet you. And I'm sorry to pry, but any idea why you were floating down the river? What's the last thing you remember?
I was searching for ancient ruins. I was on a covert mission. I was on the run from the law. I can barely remember anything. So this is basically our character archetype. We have the archaeologist. Years of studying history give you occasional insights into the ancient world. Soldier. You have a military-issued firearm, but only 10 bullets. You'll have to use them judiciously, since there's no way to get more. Fugitive. Your time on the run from authorities has made you quick on your feet, and you're 25% faster when sprinting. Amnesiac. Your recent head trauma has increased your pain threshold, making you 50% harder to take down. Ooh, these are all good boons here. What do you think? Insight, firearm, speed, or pain threshold? I feel like since this is intended to not be a brute force game, I'm leaning towards archaeologist. Yeah. I'm a little concerned, though, of these, like, very combat-leaning backgrounds.
Oh, you're an archaeologist? Then you'll definitely want to hear this. I don't know if it's exactly what you're looking for, but there are some ruins just behind you. Roman, I think. I need you to go in there and see if you can find a guy named Al for me. He went in there a few hours ago, and he hasn't come out. I've been freaking out, wondering if he's trapped, or injured, or worse. I would have gone in after him, but he made me promise to stay here, no matter what. There's no way I'm leaving without him, so I'm just kind of stuck here, waiting. What I mean is, I was hoping you wouldn't mind going in there to find him. If you can do that, I can get both of you back to civilization in my boat. Please?
This protagonist trope. Protagonist, I need you to help me. I can't move from where I am, but if you could go to this place and do this thing, I would be so thankful. Having the ability to shoot 10 people is cool. Like, in this particular game, though, while I can kind of see how that might unfold, like, it seems a little out of place, too, right? Since from the very beginning they encourage you to use observation and conversation to move forward. So it's like, am I gonna run into Brutus or something? Mind if I ask some questions first?
Oh, of course. Sorry, I don't mean to be pushy. What do you want to know?
What's your story? Who is Al? Where are we? What can you tell me about the ruins? Have you tried calling for help? What's your story?
Oh, there's not much to tell. Feels like I've spent my whole life in a dead-end job with an endless commute. Know what I mean?
You're not even going to tell me your name?
Oh, I'd rather not say if it's all the same to you.
I'd really like to know, especially if I'm going to be helping you. Why don't you want to tell me? Never mind, I don't care that much. There's like no in-between here. Also, I love the... Here, I might be sending you to mortal danger, but I want to keep my personal identity secret. It's very mysterious of you, stranger. Let's see here. Why don't you want to tell me?
All right, fine. Sorry if I sounded cagey. It's just that I don't always get the best reactions when I introduce myself. My name's Karen.
Oh. Well, thank you for saving my life, Karen.
You're welcome. Always happy to help. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Who is Al?
He's the guy who washed up on the riverbank not long before you did. I thought maybe you two knew each other. I guess not. But maybe the two of you can piece together what you're doing here. In any case, you'll like him, I'm sure. Once you find him, that is.
Where are we?
You really don't remember? We're in Italy. This river is the Tiber.
What can you tell me about the ruins?
Not much, really. But imagine what you might find in there. Priceless ancient artifacts. Al...
Have you tried calling for help?
What am I, an idiot? You could hike a long, long way in any direction and never find another soul. Trust me.
You have a boat, first of all.
Great. So you're ready to go look for Al?
I'm going in for the priceless artifacts, but I'll keep an eye out for him. I'll pass, or all right, I'm in.
Thank you. The entrance is just past those columns behind you. Please, hurry. Oh, and he left this here. But I think you'll need it more than I will.
A flashlight. Heavy-duty, battery-powered flashlight. New main goal. Quid pro quo. Enter the ruins. Alright. How much can I interact here? Quest tracking. Leads. Alright, I've got a crouch button. Very good. Psychotic Deer, how we doing this morning? Welcome in. Welcome back to Mountain Shade Village. Interesting. Alright. A rusted metal torch, which must have been lit by Al. I'm going the right way. This is a surprisingly quick walk speed. Waiting on an Amazon package. Ordered the BioShock collection. Very nice. That was a fun one to play through. Okay. Alright, so we are somewhere along the Tiber in Italy. wanted to platinum all of the Bioshocks, that would be pretty excellent. Backpack. Full of worn hiking clothes and empty food packets. Nothing valuable here, but it seems strange that Al left it behind. I can either examine it or leave it. So I guess we can leave it. Al's note.
If you're reading this, it means I've discovered the entrance to an ancient Roman city hidden deep underground. Its existence is long forgotten. All knowledge of it lost. Except...
Whoa! In the Latin inscription here, it reads... something. Well, I cut off the letter. I have fallen down a very large container here. Where there is water. Is there anything worth looking around at down here? I don't seem to have an oxygen meter.
In the Latin inscription here, it reads, "You who wish to enter the city, step forth and be judged. The virtuous shall be rewarded with eternal life in paradise. The wicked shall find themselves showered in gold, but in vain, for this shall be their final resting place."
Oh.
Could an underground city have remained a secret for all this time? Could people have survived down there, against the odds? It seems there's only one way to find out. If I'm not back in an hour, I'm somewhere on the other side. Consider this an invitation. Or a warning. Al Worth.
Well, that explains the game art. A broken cell phone. Probably belonged to Al. It's of no use down here. Always remember, they are watching. Oh boy. The wicked shall be showered in gold. But all in vain, for it will be their final resting place. Ah, they do turn to look at me. I thought they did. They turned to look at me. Creepy. Run. Yep, don't blink. Ah! Magic sheep! Oh! I thought my flashlight went out for a second there. I was not ready. Okay. This is terrifying. They put the wicked on display. I don't like that I can inspect this. A Roman gladiator mid-stride. What could have made the gladiator flee? Gun would be nice now. It's so weird that they look at me. So there's this really cool trick. This is actually something that you can do in a real life setting. Why are you here? Because I was told to rescue somebody. That's why I'm here. But there is a method that you can use, and there's actually a number of places that you can find it. One of them is most notably at Disney, where you can take a bust and basically create a negative design. So like if you were to make a casting, the mold would be the negative, and then if you open up one side of it, it creates, if it's lit properly, it creates what looks like a regular 3D object, but it allows it to look like it's watching you. And so that's the thing that I am thinking of right now with these statues. It is actually possible to create an illusion like this where statues would watch you as you go by. We've got like ash particulate in the air, which makes me think of Pompeii. Yeah, the inverted face thing. Ooh, I've got quick save features that it actually tells me about, which means I'm probably gonna need those. Is Vesuvius close to the Tiber? I don't remember Italy's feel. You know, I have a feeling that something went wrong with their society here. Or basically everybody was wicked. Quick save gives me a 90s Sierra point and click vibes. You may die soon. Yes. That is definitely a vibe. Al! Al, where are you, Al? A Roman woman who appears to be praying for help that never came. Oh, I could have, like, inspected all of these, maybe? No, just some of them. Why are we getting the creepy whispers? I don't like it. Oh, good. A hanging. Perfect. Invisible barriers. Inscribed stone tablet. Follow Al's trail. Wait a second. He's wearing modern clothes. This is Al.
To whoever reads this, I'm sorry you had to find me like this. And worse, you'll suffer the same fate I did. I've spent a lifetime in this place, going around and around in circles, searching for a way out. The inscription was right. There is no way back. And here there are only two options. Death, or that godforsaken doorway into the past. I made the mistake of stepping through it. I wanted to set things right. And I tried. I really tried. Whatever I did, it took me right back to the beginning. Don't make the same mistake. Better to end it all now, and find out what awaits you beyond that portal.
Ooh, alrighty. That's a heck of a way to frame a game, though. Thank you for the clip, Ben. Like, we're gonna send you in here to look for this guy, and you find that he's basically run himself to suicide. in frustration and insanity. This way. Well, that's... Yeah, I get that. I get that you want me to go this way. What if I don't want to? Also, why is it like trying to seduce me into the doorway? A Roman man on his knees as if begging his gods for mercy. There's a barrier here. I can't look further off of this. Bonk? Did I just run into something? Okay. Alright, creepy voice. I hear you. The remains of a human, whoever it was, died a long, long time ago. No killing yourself, let the game do it for you, yeah. So this is particularly interesting here, because we have only seen these preserved figures. This is the first human remains we've seen. It's also interesting to me because it's scattered. Empty lighter. This would be handy. Why can I not take it? Alrighty, everybody. Are we ready? I'm not ready. I'm still very concerned by the whispering voice that is insisting that we have to go into the city. Alrighty. What is Forgotten City? It sounds cool. It is a mystery game. It is a time-looping mystery game. We just got into the main story. Thank you for that, Purple Kara. Basically, we are going into a figure out how to return to your original time. Alright, so a Roman relief depicting a great circular portal and two women. I wonder who they could be. I just wanted to make sure you were awake. Okay. So, it looks like we are walking back out into the city that was the ruins that we saw before.
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius. Mind telling me who you are and what you were doing in the Shrine of Proserpina?
I am Journey, and I have just come from the future. Wait, why are you speaking English? Shrine of Proserpina. I'm Journey, and I got lost. Lie. Shrine of Proserpina? It's very clear that he doesn't seem to know who or what we are. So maybe just Shrine of Proserpina?
Yeah, you know, agricultural goddess of springtime. You're not from around here, are you? Oh, I see what you did there. Changing the subject like that. Nice try. But I'll ask again. Who are you? And what were you doing in the shrine?
This is gonna go poorly. Wait, are you speaking English?
What? I'm speaking Latin. You are too, although your accent's a little strange. And you've just done it again. You're a sly one, aren't you? One more time. Who are you and what were you doing in that shrine?
I feel like lying might be the only option that's gonna get us out of this interaction, but we also have the perpetual risk of doing horrible things and getting potentially doused in gold. So I am Churney, and I've just come from the future.
No idea what you're talking about. Oh, wait. Are you a bit, you know, not right in the head?
Yeah.
It's all right, friend. Everyone's welcome here.
Seriously, what's today's date? Thanks, I guess? You're from what? Which? Exactly, right? Seriously, what's today's date?
We sort of lose track of the date down here, but it feels like the beginning of spring to me, so I'd say early March?
What year?
It's 817 AUC. Sorry, you look confused. 817 years since the founding of Rome. Which part of the Empire are you from, exactly?
Archaeologist's insight allows us to say, so it's 65 CE. That doesn't help me. Is this before or after Christ? Never mind. Of course, I knew it. I think we'll use our archaeologist's insight here.
CE? No idea what you're talking about. But listen, most folks seem a bit confused when they get here, but you seem very lost, and in more ways than one. So let me make this nice and simple for you. Live by our law here, and we'll all get along just fine.
Your laws?
Not laws, law. There's just one, the golden rule, and the punishment for breaking it's, well, it's kind of horrific. But our magistrate insists we take all newcomers to see him, so I guess I'll let him fill you in. So then, are you coming?
All right, lead the way.
Follow me. When I first arrived, I couldn't believe there were people living down here. But, as you can see, we've got a nice little community now.
Oh, nice. I have an
Only 23 of
NPC
us at the
auto follow.
moment, if you count the 3 who are missing. No idea how, since nobody knows a way out. But it's just big and dark enough to get lost in, if you're not careful.
Aren't you going to introduce me to your handsome new friend, Galerius?
Keep it in your loincloth, Aurelia. I'm taking him to see the magistrate.
That pompous old bore won't be magistrate for much longer. Anyone who helps vote him out today drinks at my bar for free tonight.
Politics. I'd stay clear of it and her, if I were you. She's... it's not my place to say. Down on your right is our farm, where I grow all the food you'll ever want. As long as all you want is leek, cabbage, and wheat. Huh. That one usually gets a chuckle.
The bloodless shadows wander without flesh or bone.
Don't mind Livia. She means well. She's just been in a bad place since... Well, you know, I don't know what happened to her. Up here on your right is the chasm. If you've got a weapon, it belongs way down at the bottom.
She's
Up
a
on your
woman
left
with
is the
opinions.
forum, where you can visit the market or get yourself patched up in Lucretia's clinic in the Shrine of Apollo. Most of us have almost nothing, just what we had on us when we arrived, and what we've been able to make and scrounge up since. And this central plateau is where the magistrate and the other patricians live, so don't expect a warm welcome.
Galerius, you're meant to be working the farm, not trudging dirt into the villas.
Take it easy, Horatius. I was just taking our new friend here to see the magistrate.
Well, he's asked me to escort the newcomer personally. The farm. Go. Now.
You'd better go
Well,
with
he's
him.
nice.
But just remember, they're not like you and me. Don't let them use you.
What was that? What did you just say?
I said it'll take some getting used to.
Yeah, I'm watching you, farm boy. Greetings, citizen. My name's Horatius. Magistrate Sentius asked me to escort you to him personally. Follow me, please.
How did he know I arrived? What's this about? All right, lead the way. I don't think so. What's this about?
I expect the magistrate wants to brief you about the Golden Rule. It shouldn't take too long. He's busy preparing for the election later today.
All right, lead the way.
Follow me. The only thing you really need to understand right now is the Golden Rule. Let me see if I can explain it this way. When I was serving in the Legion, if there was a mutiny brewing in one cohort, the legate in charge wouldn't waste time finding the bad apples among hundreds. They just divided us into groups of 10, made us draw straws, and whoever drew the short straw had to be executed by the other 9. Didn't matter whether he'd done anything wrong. One of us in 10 would die for the crimes of the collective. We call it decimation. If that seems like rough justice to you, you're in for a rude shock. Because the Golden Rule is exactly 10 times worse. The magistrate can explain the rest. Who's up these stairs?
Looks like work is gonna make me watch it 160p.
Whatever are you wearing?
This is a very beautiful game. Magistrate Sentius.
We're finally alone. I assume you already know who I am. May I know your name?
You have stolen my mouse.
A curious
churning.
name to match a curious accent. But I digress. I see you have the piercing and astute eyes of a man of great learning. We're always happy to welcome another scholar to our little community. Equitier will be delighted to meet you, I'm sure. Now, you're probably wondering why I summoned you, and I'll get to that. But first, take a look at this wondrous place, would you? A secret city built deep in the mountains, many hundreds of years ago.
It's beautiful. I just want out of here. I mean, both.
Indeed. More importantly, consider the miraculous community we've built here over the last 7 months. 22 complete strangers brought together by the fates, living and working together in our own little paradise. And in all that time, not a single sin has been committed. No fights, no theft, nothing. Have you ever witnessed something so extraordinary as a city without sin?
Can't say I have, or yes. Can't say I have.
Nor could I until I came here. But the reason for this miracle is as simple as it is terrifying. If even one person commits a sin here, every last one of us will die. You see, the builders of this place, whoever they were, left inscriptions warning, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." From what we can gather, breaking the law here will anger the gods and provoke a terrible punishment. Like the curses of Medusa and Midas combined, turning us all to gold. We've come to call it the Golden Rule. It's extraordinary that we've survived as long as we have, and each day I grow more and more afraid that our time in the sun is almost up. And now it seems that day is finally here. All that matters is that somebody in this city is about to break the Golden Rule. Why else would Proserpina send you now? Unless you and I can stop them, our doom is assured. I know that's a lot to take in, and you look like you have questions. Please, ask away.
What counts as a sin here? What did you mean when you said Proserpina sent me? Why can't you investigate? Do you have any suspects? If I do this, will you help me get back to my own time? I don't have any questions right now. What counts as a sin here?
An intelligent question. There was a good deal of debate about that in our first weeks here. Does it refer to crimes or to some other ill-defined wrong? Of course, everyone agrees on the basics. No theft, no assault, and certainly no murder. But beyond that, it was more difficult to reach a consensus. What about lying, insulting someone, blasphemy, trespass, trying to escape, bribery, infidelity, suicide? As magistrate, I had to exercise leadership, and so I made a decision. We must uphold the laws of the Empire to a standard never before seen. And we must honor the peace of the gods, the sacred accord between the gods and the people of Rome. It is only by offering the gods the proper respect that we may prosper, as Rome has for centuries.
Ooh. Alrighty. This is heavy. This is very heavy.